Cultural warning. Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander viewers are advised that this video may contain images and voices of people who have died. The Incite Arts logo. Desert perspectives, limitless horizons. Extract from black and white First Nations water design dot painting by Amanda Gorey. White text on black background. Incite Arts. Unbroken Land 2020. Stories about water. Water is life. Audio described and closed captioned. Black background. Close up. Heavy water droplets splashing into a body of water.
Kwatanuma. It's raining. Kwatanuma.
Close up. 4 raised hands with fingers parted, fingers wiggling as the hands move downwards. Image of water droplets splashing into a body of water continue over the images of the people's hands.
Rain.
A young man and young woman stand side by side.
Rain.
Kwata.
Copy.
Hands raised, arms bent at the elbow, palms out, their hands pulse forward. Now in profile, they continue their actions. Layers of dark, rolling storm clouds, sunlight catching the lower edges, shadows play in the clouds.
I like the rain dance. I like it. Kapabuini. Kapabuini.
One hand appears over the dark clouds, palm down, making an undulating motion. Black background, water droplets, close up. The first young man in profile wiping his hands over his face.
Kapabuini.
He bends forward, then rises, back arched, hands to his mouth, then pushes his arms upwards.
Power data. Power data. I have powers.
The first young woman, eyes closed, face raised, she moves both her hands in front of her face, fingers parted. She opens her eyes, smiling, wipes her hands over her face. Close up, a second young man, his hands crossed at the wrist, thumbs interlocked, fingers wiggling, hands move down to reveal his smiling face. Close up, profile of the young man, now front on with hands crossed below his chin, thumbs interlocked, fingers wiggling, smiling. Close up as his hands move up over his face again. The first young woman, wiping her face, she raises her arms. She watches her hands move slowly down with fingers wiggling. A third young man, arms outstretched, crossed in front of his face.
It's my skin.
He touches his forearm with his fingertips.
It's my skin.
Chicken and cuppy. You drink water.
2 hands, cupped together, scooping upwards.
Kwatanjuma. Drinking water.
The cupped hands held out towards the third young man.
You drink water.
He opens and closes his mouth over the cupped hands.
Chicken and cuppy. Yuntu chikala cuppy. You drink water.
The first young man and woman, side by side, arms raised, then lowering with fingers wiggling.
Drinking water.
You drink water.
Close up, a pair of hands gently lower. Fingertips touch an outstretched forearm.
Skin. Water.
Rain. Red. Skin. Rain. Skin.
Cuppy miri. Skin. Water.
Kapabuini.
Close up, a fourth young man, face held upwards, smiling. One arm raised, fingers wiggling.
Rain. Red. Red. Skin. Skin.
A second young woman, both arms raised, fingers parted.
Kwata.
Her hands bend forward from her wrists.
Namamara.
She touches her chest,
Skin nukanala.
gently pinches her hand, rubs her thumb and fingers together.
Kwatanama. Skin nukanala. The rain feels good in my skin.
Hugs herself, gently swaying. Her smile broadens. Water droplets continue over the image. The sequence repeats.
The rain feels good in my skin.
The young woman, both arms raised, hands bend forward from her wrists. Close up as she touches her chest, gently pinches her hand between thumb and forefinger, rubs her thumb and fingers together, hugs herself, swaying and smiling.
Kwata. Numa mara skin nukanala.
Water droplets splashing into a body of water. The image fades to black. Collaborating partner logo. Artistic credits. Funding partners logos. Community partners logos. Incite Arts logo. Copyright 2020. www.incitearts.org.au